So, played down off the boards now, runs round the barrier. Leeds keep it down on the far side. Backhanded shot comes in from the slot from Skeleski. Tracks down for the puck. Henderson up to the point to Harding. Dumps it down, chips off the glass. Drops down, picked up by Skeleski. Backhands up to the point. Shot comes in from Rhodes Mitchell-King. Savio on board. Henderson tries to get it forward. A skate of the Leeds Knights kept it out of the end zone. Which allows them to turn and go. Drive forward now by the Leeds Knights. Off the draw now, pushing and shoving with Ferguson on the far side. He tied up with Gallagher. Drive forward now from Howlett, cuts round, taken down by the D-man. So Leeds on the power play, first power play of the game. Say hi to James Wells. Oh yeah, I've done that one, sorry. Watching from Halifax in the garage bar. Come on Leeds Knights, said Sophie. The puck round the bench, in front of the Tigers bench. Hit finish once again. Telford Tigers clearly instructed, finish your hits, disrupt the game. Try and throw them off there. They're smooth. A rebound drops down and Brad Day with a save. He goes off. 2 attempts. Brad Day out of position on the left post. And Telford keeping traffic in front of the net. Skeleski pressuring Leeds Knights in front of the bench. Comes through the slot. Shot comes in from Thompson. Rebound drops down. Skeleski goes for it. Newell plays the body. Selection. Stick in lane from Danny Rose. Rose playing the body onto the boards. Picking it up. Endicott picks up the puck on the barrier. Switches. Drops it back. Walk in. Good block. The puck goes on the right wing, curls through the middle, tries to split the D, deflects from Ferguson, skate, runs down into the corner. McKenzie goes in, shoves the player towards the boards. Leeds come up to the point. Bissonette now got a bit of time, chips it off the boards, down low into the corner, tries to flick it through, didn't quite get on it. Bissonette up to the point once again. Shot comes in through traffic, finds the back of the net, and a great shot from Kieran Brown. And this time it was Endicott. Big hit goes on the far side, ties up with Thompson. Thompson now picks up the puck, drives forward, winds up, shoots and gets the post on the right-hand side. Shot for it and hit the pipework on the right-hand side. They're wrestling now on the far side. Thompson goes across, hooks across the stick. He was hoping to draw a hooking penalty, but he was clutching onto the stick. Traffic on the back post, Harding shoots. Active defence work, holding the player out, pinning him against the boards, backhanded round by Tom Byrne, keeping it deep into the end zone, battling on the blue line for the puck. Leeds carry it forward. Brad Day makes the save deep down into the end zone, runs round on the barrier now, picked up, threaded forward, just gets connection with Leeds, but didn't get control. Landsberg now cuts inside of Endicott, shoots, crossball leaves a rebound, there's pressure down. Curling deep for Henderson, Thompson's the high guy, heading up to the blue line, drive forward by Henderson, cuts in, goes for the shot, didn't quite connect with it, puck runs on, Henderson keeps it, Tigers drive forward now. Henderson taken off his feet, up to the point. Harding drives down, shoots to the back post. Breaks on. Tom Byrne drives down into the corner, through the slot area. Puck's loose in the slot. Edgars Landsberg shoots on the backhand. Tom Byrne reaches for the make it through, whether you're the league leaders as Leeds Knights or indeed in 8th place with the Autocraft Telford Tigers. Top plays bottom and they work their way up through the groups, with the 2nd place playing the 7th place in Group 2. The puck was on an empty flick of the wrist to try and put it in the back of the net, but Brad Day read it well, got that left leg pad into place. Puck went onto the corner, untidy change from the Leeds Knights, got to be careful with those. Can end up with a too many men call. Mindful of those changes, particularly when the benches are very close to centre ice and the blue line for the offside. McKenzie drives the puck over the blue line for the Tigers, sends the puck around the boards. Puck carries on, backhanded off the wall. Shot in from the point, and a goal from the point from Danny Rose, whether he got a deflection in front. Mindful of those changes, particularly when the benches are very close to centre ice and the blue line for the offside. McKenzie drives the puck over the blue line for the Tigers, sends the puck around the boards. Puck carries on, backhanded off the wall. Shot in from the point, and a goal from the point from Danny Rose, whether he got a deflection. D on the blue line, comes across to Henderson, backhands it off to the left-hand side. One of the Leeds Knights putting his arm in the air for offside, but they carried the puck over the line. Top will that play into the handoff. Great pass from Bissonette. Tries to cut through. Adam Harding reading it well. Skaleski plays it on to Henderson. Henderson, top of the circle. Backhanded pass round to Harding. Harding shoots. Rebound drop. He played on. Now, Mackenzie goes across, buys some time. Fakes, cuts inside. Triples pass. Backhanded shot comes across, goes wide to the right. Him towards the board. Puck runs on behind the boards. Picked up on the point by McMullen. Autocraft Telford Tigers return to full strength. Puck played across. Neely shoots. Goes wide to the right post. Deflects off the board. Tracks back. Leeds make a line change. Finishing the hits. Leeds pick up behind the net. Puck comes through to the slot. Ferguson picks it up. Ferguson, Mackenzie go 2-on-2. Line change comes in from the D, shot comes in, carries over, threads it through to Thompson. Thompson on the backhand, gets the backhanded shot, right leg pad of Sam Gospel, kicks out by like a paddle on a pinball machine, deflects the puck down into the corner. Now Kieran Brown on the break, cuts inside, passes across, shot comes in and Brad Day makes the save. Goes off, gets a line change. Hi to everybody watching on our live stream. Thanks to everyone that's been in touch. What a game of hockey we've got in our hands. Joe Aston picks up the puck, cycles down into the corner, lays it off to the point. Harding tries for the one-time and deflects, runs off the skate of the player, runs into the corner. Harding on the point, shoots on a snapshot this time. Rebound drops down, picked up and shot by Joe Aston into the back of the net. It was the rebound from Harding's shot that goes off, gets a line change. Hi to everybody watching on our live stream. Thanks to everyone that's been in touch. What a game of hockey we've got in our hands. Joe Aston picks up the puck, cycles down into the corner, lays it off to the point. Harding tries for the one-time and deflects, runs off the skate of the player, runs into the corner. Harding on the point, shoots on a snapshot this time. Rebound drops down, picked up and shot by Joe Aston into the back of the net. It was the rebound from Harding's shot. Around the barrier. Now Skaleski goes with Thompson. Henderson's on the drop pass, gets the puck, comes in, shoots to the left side, Gospel makes a save. Puck drops down, it's loose, it trickles down into the corner. But once again, the 3-on-2 attack launched by the Telford Tigers. Now the counter-attack comes from the Leeds Knights. Shot it away, deflect the puck out into open ice. And it's Noah Karianen that tracks back for the puck. He passes across to Ryan Lease, passes up on the left side, a one-touch pass from Tom Byrne. Shot comes in from Joe Aston, shoots one. Plays around the barrier. Skaleski backhands it round now. Harding carries it out through neutral ice. Cutting cross from Henderson, backhanded across to Thompson. Dumps it off the board to try and get the rebound. He's done that so many times. Henderson us. Up to Harding on the point. Shot through traffic into the body of Skaleski. Tries to put it round onto the back post. Henderson skates forward. Driven into the end zone by Mac Howlett. Shoots. Brad Day puts. Shot comes in from Endicott. Brad Day deflects, spinning as he tried to pull the puck round and took himself off his feet with the momentum of the spin as he reached round with the stick to try and keep the puck in the end zone. Leeds Knights now driving out the end zone. Braden goes in for the hit. Sidestepped out by Mitchell King, who steps into Gallagher, plays the puck round the boards, down into the end zone. Leeds Knight go back post, shoots top corner, and it was 41 from high into the air. Leeds scoop at the puck, but didn't connect with it, so it drops down, so it won't go for high sticks. Good turnover from Scott Mackenzie in the end zone. Walks in, backhanded shot. Rebound drops down. Ferguson tries to one-time it, and it just bobbled. It didn't quite get the timing to get on the puck, but a great turnover from Scott Mackenzie as he drives forward. Flicked inside from Kieran. And it's switching and switching. Thompson now plays it back. Henderson drives up the left side, gets the pass from Rose. Skaleski heads for the back post. Thompson's in the slot. Henderson shoots on the backhand through traffic, blocker. Drives forward now. Fielder carries it forward. Henderson's on the slot. Chipped up and over. Mitchell King backhands it round, comes off the board, shoots across the front of the net, runs on. Mackenzie tries to chip it in front. Good work, back check from Boosie. Drive forward now from Howlett, pushed off his feet by a great skate of his stick into the lane. He intercepts the puck. Joe Aston drives towards the net. Landsberg on the back post, puck runs in front of Gospel, runs down into the corner. Spinorama, twist and turn. Tom Byrne throws the puck towards the net. Henderson, pressure comes, goes D to D, threads it forward this time to Hare. Dispossessed by Thompson, backhanded Spinorama. Gallagher read it well, got back, picks up the puck, drives forward. Leeds Knights go 2-on-2, shoots. Brad Day holds onto the puck, it hits him, some left leg dangling. He twisted round. And as he clutches at his hip as he takes the line change. Shot comes in from Skaleski, good stick check players, the two locking out. Rose and Howlett pushing and shoving, clutching onto each other. neutralising each other out of the game. Henderson on the right side. Thompson skates forward, runs on, splits the D, gets through. Louis. Shot comes in. Fresh skates heading out onto the ice. Shot comes in, takes a knock on. Gallagher plays it round the boards. Endicott drives up the left side, threads it through the middle. Endicott drives forwards. Played forward now to Skaleski. Makes the blue line, drop pass to Thompson. Thompson pulls it round the D-man, backhands across the front of the slot. Harding shoots from the point. Didn't cleanly connect with it, but that's never a bad thing. Makes it unpredictable as he goes towards the net. Skaleski digs out, Henderson picks it up. Support coming from Rhodes, Mitchell King. Dumpson's for slashing. The time of the penalty is 56:27. They are coincidental and do not appear on the clock, so we play 5-on-5, and the two players return to the bench after 2 minutes plus a whistle. At 56:27, Leeds Knights number 9 and Devon Skaleski number 28 for the Autocraft Telford Tigers both receive 2 minutes for slashing. Penalties are sponsored by Volvo Cars of Shrewsbury. Head to Volvo and book a test drive. And Devon Skaleski number 28 for the Autocraft Telford Tigers both receive 2 minutes for slashing. Penalties are sponsored by Volvo Cars of Shrewsbury. Head to Volvo and book a test drive with Lindsay. Puck dumps it in. Trapped on the boards by the D. Played forward to Endicott, runs on to Newell. Newell backhands it off the boards. Forecheck, a lot of pressure coming from the Leeds Knights now. Pressure in the puck. Shot comes in. Endicott cuts across. Goes down into the corner. Puck runs around the boards. Final 2 minutes in the third period. Final 2 minutes in the round comes in. Curls to through the centre and starts to drive forward. Kieran Brown gets the puck. Bissonette takes a line change, almost a bad change. Gets back off, comes back in. Shot comes across, Brad Day hangs onto it. 25 seconds, picking up 1 point, let alone 2 from the Leeds Knights in their barn. Could really affect these league standings going forward. The anticipation, Leeds Knights know they need to get us every point they can. Shot. What they're trying to do is open up time and space. Henderson drives down the left side. Delayed pass, goes back. Mitchell King pushes forward, carries the puck over. Drop pass, Henderson puts it through, Thompson comes across the front time. He threads it off, Skaleski skates onto the puck, fires! Gospel saves the puck into the corner. And that's the problem with the rebounds. If you get caught on the jump, you're in trouble. Shot comes across, shot comes... Rose stays goal side of him, cuts across. Bissonette comes outside the blue line, curls round, opens up some space for Howlett, goes at the centre line. Skaleski battling, the pass comes across through Ferguson. Bissonette hangs onto it, they track back, a line change is coming in, fresh feet coming in. Brown on the break, gets the pass, drives through, goes 1-0, backhands it in behind Brad Day. And that break, as I said, if Kieran Brown gets the